Someone close to you is playing against your relationship, spreading lies and creating misunderstandings. She has already noticed the sideways glances, the malicious words, and the whispers that try to separate you. Even so, she remains firm. It's not easy to see this happening, but she believes in you and what you feel for each other. The truth won't take long to appear. When everything is exposed, it will be impossible to ignore who was working in the shadows. But for that to happen, you need to stay together and strong. Don't let rumors drive you apart. The person trying to destroy what you have doesn't deserve to win. You need to understand that this isn't just a passing moment. There's someone investing time and energy to pit you against each other, and that cannot be ignored. The gossip, the misunderstandings, and even that strange feeling that sometimes makes you question her intentions. None of this came out of nowhere. Everything is being strategically placed there to create doubts, to make you hesitate. She is aware of this, feels every little blow, but doesn't want to overwhelm you with these insecurities. Even so, it's no longer possible to pretend that nothing is happening. Action is needed now. This person wants to create cracks in what you've built, because they know that united you are unshakable. That is precisely why the attacks happen this way. Silently, filled with insinuations and manipulations. Have you ever noticed how certain conversations sound different? How suddenly there seem to be little criticisms or insinuations about her that never existed before? This is no coincidence. Seeds of doubt are being planted, hoping you will let them grow. Don't fall into this trap. Look at what you both have. Remember what she has shown so far, what you have built together. Those who act from the shadows are afraid of seeing you prosper, of seeing that your bond is strong enough to withstand these traps. This is where your choice comes in. You can allow these rumors to take over. Let poisonous words create distance, or you can take a stand. Talk to her. Open that space for both of you to be transparent. More than that, pay attention to the signs of those trying to sabotage the relationship. These people always leave clues, inconsistent behaviors, seemingly well-intentioned remarks, but with the aim of provoking mistrust. If you act as a team, there is no room for these manipulations. And yes, it requires effort, because the intention of those plotting against you is to wear you out, to make the energy spent fighting or mistrusting each other greater than that which could be used to strengthen the relationship. Do not give this power to anyone. She is fighting, even if silently, because she believes in what you have. But she needs to know that you are on her side, that you won't fall into the game of those trying to separate you. Show this, strengthen the bonds, talk openly, align expectations, and don't let third parties dictate the course of what you live together. In the end, what really matters is what you feel for each other and the trust you have built. These rumors and lies only have power if you allow them. And the truth, it always comes out. When that happens, whoever was manipulating the situation will be exposed, and this whole dirty plot will lose strength. But the question that remains is, will you be stronger or more distant when this happens? This answer depends solely on the two of you, and how much you are willing to fight for this together. If you have come this far, it's because you already realize that this situation needs attention. It's not just about feelings. It's about protecting something you both built together that has value and meaning. Now, what you do with this is what really matters. Those who play against you are betting on your inertia, on your lack of reaction, because that's how these people act. They cast doubts and wait for the silence to turn into distance. Do not be fooled. The signs are there. The seemingly innocent questions people ask, the casual comments that plant doubts, or even the insinuations that maybe she is not as trustworthy as she seems are no coincidences. These attacks are calculated, small enough not to be noticed immediately, but persistent enough to erode trust over time. You need to be aware of this because each little insinuation is a piece of a larger game. She is being tested too, with every comment she hears behind her back, with every look she catches from those trying to turn her against you. And yet, she chose not to give up. She could have let it consume her. She could have distanced herself to avoid more pain, but she didn't do that. This isn't weakness, it's strength. But no one can fight alone for too long. Now it's your turn to show that you are willing to do the same for her. The first thing you need to do is become aware of the impact these intrigues can have, not just on what you feel, but on how you communicate. Because that's how they win. They turn small doubts into big silences, small hurts into unnecessary arguments. And before you know it, you're farther apart than you ever imagined possible. Be clear with her. Ask what she has noticed, what she is feeling. Share your own concerns, but without accusing or judging. You need to be on the same page. Understand that this is not about what one did or didn't do, but about how you are being manipulated by others. Transparency between you is the only way to disarm these attempts. At the same time, start observing the people around you more closely. Who always brings the messages, the concerns, or the advice that seem more like disguised criticisms? Who insists on questioning your relationship with a smile on their face, but with words that carry more doubts than support? These people are usually not as discreet as they think. They have their own interests, whether out of envy, resentment, or pure malice. Identifying these people is essential to neutralizing them. But more than that, you need to decide what really matters to you. Does this relationship have value? Do you believe in what you are building together? If the answer is yes, then it's time to show it. Not just with words, but with actions. Be there for her, strengthen the bond you have, and don't allow rumors to grow. If someone comes with insinuations, cut them off at the root. Don't feed what exists only to destroy. And don't think this will be resolved overnight. These situations have a way of dragging on because those who act in the shadows rarely give up easily. It takes patience, attention, and above all, unity. This doesn't mean you won't face moments of tension or doubt. You will. But the difference is how you choose to deal with it. If you choose to distance yourselves, you will be giving exactly what these people want. But if you choose to face it together, you will be showing that you are not so easily taken down. She believes in you, but she needs to feel that belief reciprocated. She needs to see that you are willing to fight for her, just as she has fought for both of you. The truth, as always, will come out. And when it does, it will reveal who was really on your side and who wasn't. Until then, the challenge is not to let lies and doubt dictate the course of the relationship. Ask yourself, what is more important? The words of those trying to tear you apart, or what you have built together? Because in the end, that is what will define not only your future, but also who you choose to be in this story. Don't waste time. Don't wait to react until everything seems on the verge of collapsing. Show that you see what is happening, that you won't ignore it, that you will fight alongside her. Because together you have a real chance of overcoming this, but separately you are only making the job of those scheming against you easier. Choose what matters. Choose to fight. Choose each other. Do not think even for a moment that passivity will resolve this. The person trying to destroy what you have is not just toying with words or tossing comments into the wind. They want results. They want you to drift apart, to doubt each other, to look at your relationship and see a problem instead of a purpose. And if you don't act now, you are giving them exactly what they want. Do you know what's most cruel about all this? It is that this person probably has access to you, observes every little detail and uses it to their advantage. They understand your weaknesses, know both of your vulnerabilities, and more importantly, know exactly where to strike. That is why there is no room for indecision or hesitation. It is time to act with clarity and determination. She, the person by your side, has been feeling the weight of these actions. You've noticed it, haven't you? That tension in her eyes, the exhaustion that doesn't just come from a tough day, but from constant emotional wear and tear. It's not fair that she faces this alone. It's not fair that you both let something so important be destroyed by a third party who doesn't even have the courage to show themselves openly. Now ask yourself, do you trust her? Not a superficial trust, but the kind that comes from looking at everything you've been through together and knowing that what you have is real. Because if you do trust her, you need to show it. You need to be clear. You need to say that you are by her side, no matter what people say or try to insinuate. You need to remind her that your bond is stronger than any poison they try to spread. But this isn't just about words. It's not enough to say I'm with you if at the first opportunity you let doubt infiltrate. You need to act. When someone comes to you with insinuations, don't accept them. Cut them off. Confront them. Ask directly, what's the intention behind what you're saying? People who act in the shadows don't know how to deal with direct confrontations. They thrive in the realm of uncertainty, in subtlety. Take that away from them. Be direct, be clear, and you'll see how these rumors start to lose their power. At the same time, take care of what you have. Make time for her, for the two of you, to strengthen your relationship. The stronger you are as a unit, the harder it will be for anyone to separate you. Don't let routine daily problems, or even the anger caused by this situation, make you forget what is really important, what you feel for each other. Remember that the truth always comes out. Those who lie, scheme, and manipulate will sooner or later leave traces. And when that happens, when everything is exposed, what do you want to look at and see? A relationship destroyed by doubts and lack of action? Or something that became even stronger because you chose to fight together? She doesn't want perfection from you. She doesn't expect you to solve everything alone or have all the answers. What she wants is to know that she is not alone in this fight, that you believe in her as much as she believes in you. This certainty is what will keep you together, even when everything seems to be against you. And what about the person who is trying to cause all of this? They don't deserve your time or energy. The best response you can give them is to stay strong, united, and unshakable. Because in the end, what really destroys those who scheme against you is seeing that their lies had no effect. So now look at her. Tell her that you are in this together. Then look around, analyze the people close to you, and see who truly wants the best for you and who is just pretending to. Don't be afraid to cut ties with those who don't deserve to be in your life. Peace and truth have a price, and sometimes that price is distancing yourself from those who only want to cause destruction. This is the time to choose. Not tomorrow, not later, but now. Choose to stand by her. Choose to fight for her, for you both. Choose not to let a third person dictate the course of your relationship, because in the end, what matters is what you have, and that is stronger than any lie. The moment to decide has arrived. Don't let third parties with their disguised intentions dictate the course of what you have. Your relationship is built on trust, and no one deserves the power to shake that with rumors, insinuations, or misunderstandings. What really matters is how you feel about each other, and it's time to show through actions that this is stronger than any attempt at separation. She has already chosen to stand by your side, even facing disapproving looks and venomous comments. Now it's your turn to make it clear that you are with her, that you believe in what you have, and that you won't give room to doubt or intrigue. Be firm. Protect your bond. Value the one who is fighting for this relationship, and don't let yourself be shaken by those who act in the shadows. The truth will come to light because it always does. But until then, your strength lies in unity, transparency, and mutual support. Don't wait for time to resolve things on its own. Act. Talk to her. Show that you trust, and together identify who really doesn't want the best for you. Remember, those plotting against you only win if you allow it. If this message resonated with you, if you realize that it's time to act, do your part now. Don't leave for later what can change everything today. Subscribe to the channel for more content addressing real topics like this, making you reflect on your choices and your life. Leave your like so that we can continue bringing messages like this, and comment below. I choose to protect what is important to me. Together, let's build a space where truth and real bonds are stronger than any intrigue. Are you in? Then comment, subscribe, and show your support.